If you clicked on this video, I hope that you are doing well. Thank you for allowing me to take up space. I have a message today. I have a message for you, whoever's listening. It's time. It's your time. It's time for you to take that action. It's time for you to make that decision. It's time. You've been waiting. You've been pondering on it. You've been telling yourself, I need to wait for the right moment. There is no right moment. Whenever you feel called to do it, is the universe pushing you to do it. It's pushing you to put your all in and to show up authentically. The universe is telling you that you don't need to be anybody other than who you are. You just need to show up as you and trust and have faith that the action you put in is going to pay off. The action you put in is going to pay off. Okay. Now, that might not mean it's going to be tomorrow or it's going to be the day after that, but just know that it's going to pay off because with your action and your faith and your gratitude comes progress. You have to believe it. And so, all the planning that you've been doing, all the thoughts that you've had in your head, like, okay, I can do this, I'm going to do this, and you procrastinate, you are limiting yourself. And it's natural to feel that way. It's normal. I've been there. You know, as humans, there are times where we feel like we don't have what it takes to execute what it is that we see in our mind. At times, we are our biggest critics. And truthfully, everybody has to start somewhere. Everybody has to start somewhere. Like for me right now, I'm just starting out. And I'm just so grateful that I'm here to take up space, to give this message so that it finds somebody. I'm grateful for you watching this, allowing me to take up space and take up your time. And it came to you for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. You needed to hear this. You needed to hear that you are doing exactly what it is you're supposed to do. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to do anything else. Don't go on social media and start comparing yourself to the next person. Don't do it. Don't do it because you were put here for your own individual purpose. Everyone on this planet is here for their own individual purpose. Okay, you signed that contract. I don't know what it was for, but it was for a reason. It was for a reason. And although you may not know that reason yet, all those nudges that you get and those ideas that you get on what you want to do, where you want to be, are for a reason. It's for you to find your purpose. If you feel that there are things in your life that aren't aligned with what used to align with you as you evolve into your highest being, just be gentle with yourself, but also reflect. Take time to reflect and plan. Plan your next steps because you know it's not for you. So you got to move. You got to move. If you stay stagnant, if you continue doing the old things that used to work that are now outdated, you're going to repeat the same cycles. It's time for you to take action and know that you can do it. If you have any fears, any doubts, Put that on the angels, put that on the universe, put that on the source that you believe in. Give it to the source because that's not yours to keep. It's not yours to keep. You can acknowledge it and say, I'm ready to let this go. I'm ready to let in the new chapter. I'm ready to change my mindset. I'm ready to become my highest self. I'm ready to embody my highest potential because you've got it. You've always had it. You've always had it. And those little steps that you take are going to put you back on the path to your highest self. It's okay to steer off your path a little bit because it's going to bring you right back. It's just going to look, the journey's going to look a little different. Like, let's say you and I were in the forest and I take the right path and you take the left path. My path, I have to climb some hills, I have to go through the mud. Your path, you step on a few sticks, you have to cross a bridge. However, we both meet at a waterfall. And what's so unique about the waterfall is that each path takes us to a different version of the waterfall. But we made it, and we made it together because we were supposed to. And that just goes to show that everyone's path looks different. Nobody's path is linear, no matter how it seems. If it seems like somebody got something so easy on social media or in school or at work, you don't know what they really went through to get there. You know, you can't read people's minds, and that's why it's so important to just be self-centered. Self-centered in a way where you are only fixated on your path and your purpose. Now, the people around you, you can definitely take inspiration from them. You can definitely learn and change your perspective and open your mind to new ways of thinking, new ways of being. However, you should stay self-centered in a way where you know that what's meant for you is going to be for you. And if anything, when you see people around you achieving their goals, propelling into their purpose, that means you're a step closer to yours. So you should look at it and just be grateful, because when you are around people like that, that means that you are in that room for a reason. Whether you're in that room to be an observer, to take in what it is that other people are saying, whether you are supposed to be in that room to take up space and network with people, whether you are supposed to be in that room to uplift people, whether you are supposed to be in that room to make a connection, you are meant to be there. You are meant to be there. Don't compare yourself if it's uncomfortable, if you feel like the outcast. You are meant to be there for a reason. So just observe while you're there. Take it in. Take it in. And if you find that there is something that interests you and you find that where you are is where you can see yourself in the future, take those steps and make a plan to get there. Talk to the people around you. Do your research. Either way, you have to take action. And when you plan it out, it's going to come with a little more ease because all of the thoughts that you've had in your head are now on paper where you can see it, and you're going to make it more realistic for yourself. So start with manifesting what it is that you want your life to look like, and manifest as if you already have it. Speak it into existence. For example, if you want your own apartment. Say, I'm so grateful for my apartment. I'm so grateful to be looking out at the trees every day. I'm so grateful to wake up to peace and quiet. I'm so grateful that I'm able to cook in my own kitchen. If you want to become an entrepreneur, I'm so grateful that I work for myself. I'm so grateful that I have a team that can help me get to where I want to go. I'm so grateful that I make money work for me. I'm so grateful that I don't have to clock into somebody else's company. I clock in for myself. It's so powerful, okay? And so when you take that action, the universe is going to reward you. Just know that you are on the right path. You are doing the right thing. And I'm so proud of you. Spirit is so proud of you. You also have a kind energy around you, somebody who looks up to you, somebody who maybe you were close with, but they're around you. They are your strongest soldier. They are one of your biggest cheerleaders. They're telling you that you got this, that you've always had it, that what you put your mind to, you can create. Don't sleep on yourself, okay? Be the one to pick yourself up. It doesn't matter who is telling you what. And this comes back to being self centered. It doesn't matter if your best friend's telling you, hey, I don't think this is a really good idea. Have you thought about it all the way through? Doesn't matter if your parents like, oh, that's not a good idea. You should stick to something that has more structure. Whatever it is, those are their beliefs based on their experiences. Those are projections. Don't worry about that because you are on your own path and you can see your own future. You can see what you are destined for, your own destiny, because your destiny is yours and you're able to see it. And you're able to see it for a reason because everything that we see, everything that we experience, everything that we touch is for us. And sometimes we come around things that are for us in different phases. So that room that you were in with a bunch of entrepreneurs, you were supposed to be in that room because the universe is showing you that this is who you're going to be. Okay, this is a snippet. This is who you're going to be. Get used to it. Start planning. Start learning so that you can get your foot in the door. There are times where we come across something and it's already there for us. We get a gift and it's exactly what you needed in that moment to get you into what you want to do. Let's say you want to take a course and somebody gifts you money. Now you can use that money to go take that course. It's just so interesting how things happen. And you don't want to ignore them. You don't want to ignore the things that happen because it's truly a miracle once you choose yourself and you choose to just do what it is that you want to do. Once you take that action, it's going to pay off. So just keep being you, keep affirming yourself, keep visualizing what it is that you want and watch it come to fruition. It's so interesting because although spirit is like, hey, you need to meet me halfway, they're always propelling you onto the right path. Always propelling you onto the right path. And it's up to you to decide if you want to go on that path. Because truth is, it's new. It's going to be a little different. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. You have to break those barriers, break down those barriers, break down those limiting beliefs because you don't know what's on the other side. It's okay to just believe in it. It's okay to believe in yourself and to do it for you because at the end of the day, you have to do it for you, not for anybody else, for you. If it feels right, trust it, go with it. Okay? If it feels right, trust it and go with it. Because guess what? You know what to do. You know what to do. You've always known. And this is just your confirmation. I'm just speaking because this is your confirmation. But you probably looking at me like, girl, I already knew all this. Okay, so if you knew it, if you know it, you better apply it. You better go ahead. Hopefully this is your nudge, like, hey, all right, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna actually execute it. I'm gonna do it because this year is your year. This time is your time. There's no right or wrong time. Just do it when you feel called to do it, okay? You are allowed to take up space. We need you. And I hope that this message really resonates with you and that you really take what you need out of it and know that you are going to get to where you got to be. Don't rush it. Take baby steps. Be grateful and be still. Be still and take your time. I'm hearing take your time, take your time, take your time. The saying is slow and steady wins the race. Take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush because when you rush, you might knock yourself off balance a little bit. I can count many times where I have rushed out the house and then I forgot something. I got to come back and it made me late to where I got to go. When I could have just took my time. Just make sure every second that you're doing something towards you getting out that door. Okay, just make sure that you're being productive as you do it. And same thing when you're planning. Just make sure that you are writing down everything that you can see and everything that you're thinking of first and then organize it and take your time doing it. Don't feel pressured just because you see other people around you doing it and doing it quick and urgent, or it may seem like they are doing it quick and urgent. But hey, they probably won't. They probably planned. They probably scheduled their post, ahead of time. They probably have somebody on their team helping them. You never know. And if you want to know, shoot your shot, be inquisitive, ask those questions, you know? Okay, guys. So, wow, that was a powerful message. I really hope that it resonated. And I really hope that you use this as a tool to get you to where you gotta go. Stay radiant.